Hello everybody. Just 1 second here, let me get my webcam turned on. Almost. Just a second. Almost here. Aha! There I am. Totally forgot to turn on my webcam. But we are here. Ketzer, super glad to see you. Taylor Crypto, hello, good to see you as well. Dinobot, glad to have you in here. Ah, feels so good just to be streaming, doing a casual stream, just sitting down, having a good time. I'm in the mood to play some KeyForge. I just want to play some KeyForge. I've been dying to hop on Crucible Online and get some games played for quite a while now. Alrighty, so as you guys could probably tell from the title and everything, I have some KeyForge challenges that I want to try out. I don't remember where I most recently saw that somebody in the past had like done some KeyForge challenges, like trying to pull off every key cheat and like every ship card. But I saw that and I was like, dang, I want to do that as well. The game found has been such a joy to watch. It has been so awesome. The numbers have been climbing like crazy. Super encouraging to see. I just can't wait for when we can actually get the stuff. You know what I'm saying? That'll be so exciting. That was the captain. Okay. I knew it was somebody. I wondered if it was him, but it was someone. So I've got a few challenges in mind. Generating 10 or more, 12 or more, 15 or more Aember in a single Brobnar turn, or maybe in a single Mars turn. Untamed is like kind of built for that, so it's more easy to do with Untamed than it would be with other houses. Yeah, I'm also very glad that KeyForge still exists, and it is popping off. It is popping off. It's crazy. Also, hopefully, my microphone sounds better than it did on Saturday. I did some tests, I did some troubleshooting today, this afternoon, to make it sound better, and hopefully it sounds better. Hopefully there's not quite as much background noise as there was, hopefully it's not as fuzzy, hopefully there's not as much of that, like, popping and stuff as there was on Saturday. I don't know what it was, but Saturday, my mic, according to a number of people, didn't sound very good, so hopefully it sounds better. Anyway, let's get into some KeyForge. Why don't we? I have a list of a few ideas, of a few challenges that we could do, and I have my decks pulled up right over here. Back when my deck collection was much smaller, I had a list of achievements for each deck. I have way too many now. Yeah, for real. Yep, I actually just recently finished weeding through my collection, and I got it down to 110. I had 110 decks, as compared to the like 106 I had before or something. 110 is still a lot for some people. For other people, it's not very much, but it's a good spot for me. So I've got a few ideas. We could try and win a game without playing any action cards. That's an option. Pulling off every key cheat, which I think is one of the ones that the captain did already. Generate 10 or more Aember on a Brobnar turn. Archive all of a single house. Lock out the opponent with Western Guntis. Find each treasure card. Generate 10 or more Aember on a Mars turn. Pull off every well-known combo like Brig, Genka, Tribute 6 Semper, stuff like that. Yes, no action cards would be super difficult. I'd have to find the deck that has like hardly any actions in it, and like the actions that it does have are very non-consequential or just not impactful. Just like a very creature and artifact heavy deck, potentially. As of right now, why don't we, yeah, transporter platform with a bunch of upgrades might work. So there are probably, hopefully, options out there. For now, how about we start out with the one that's in the title, so I'm not clickbaiting people. Let's try and generate maybe 12 or 15 Aember in a single Brobnar turn. I have a couple Call of the Archons decks that might be able to pull that off. Let me see if I can find one. Call of the Archons Brobnar. So I recently opened this one right here. That is a lot. I might be able to pull it off. I have a couple decks that might be able to pull that off. So Queen of Betron Gowl Roofer is one I opened recently. It has double loot the bodies with the Coward's End. So if the opponent could build out a big board, then I could double loot the bodies, Coward's End. That might get me somewhere. In addition to, I also have the Looter Goblin. So Looter Goblin, double loot the bodies, that'd be 3 Ember for every enemy creature that's destroyed. The Grenade Snib is actually your opponent loses to. I almost got it confused with Dust Imp for a second there. And then the War Song. So if I could get some fighting done first, and then double loot the bodies, or maybe Looter Goblin, single loot the bodies, Coward's End. I do have a couple Dust Imps and Dis that I could destroy for some additional Ember off of that Coward's End. So I have a few options here, and hopefully we could give that a shot. I don't know if I actually have this in my account yet, but I think this deck might be able to pull it off. If I can get the perfect Brobnar hand, then it might work out. So let me try and hop into a game here real quick, and we'll see what we can do. So the real question is, do I bring this into competitive or casual? We can try competitive for now, and if it's just not working out, then we could go to casual. And now we wait. But yeah, so this deck has some fun stuff. I mean, even beyond like the Brobnar generating lots of Ember, like it has other cool stuff. It has a Bait and Switch, Bullet Eyes, a card you don't see very often, double Shadow Self, maybe to protect the Charette or the Looter Goblin maybe. So it has options. We have Hidden Stash. I might be able to archive away some of those key combo pieces. So yeah, we got some options. We just gotta wait for an opponent to show up here, and we will be good to go. Alright, so I must ask you guys then. The Unchained decks finally got added on as one of those add-ons, and there's a whole update about it on the GameFound campaign. What do you guys think of those Unchained decks? I think, well, we already talked about the Unchained decks a little, but like mainly like the design of the packaging, the fact that you can get an entire display of Unchained decks as an add-on. Like, what are your guys' thoughts on that? I personally am super excited. Especially for the fact that you can get like an entire display of Unchained decks. That's crazy. There are so many cool ideas that I have for using those Unchained decks. I also do like the design of them. Like the black and white looks really cool. Definitely stands out from other KeyForge related things. Oh yeah, they were definitely going to order a displays worth. Absolutely. I'm very much glad that's an option. Andrew, it is going great. Glad to have you in here. We are streaming. We're just waiting on an opponent to show up. But yeah, that's about it. We're just chilling. How are you doing? Super glad to have you in the stream. There are only 12 games going at the moment. Earlier this afternoon, there were like 48 games taking place all at once. I sort of wish I'd been streaming then. There's just not much happening at the moment. But the challenge we're doing at the moment is we're gonna try to generate, let's say 12 or more Ember in a Brobnar turn. So 2 keys worth of Ember in a single Brobnar turn. This is the deck we're gonna try to use. Has some crazy stuff in Brobnar, like double loot the bodies, Looter Goblin, Coward's End, a couple Dust Imps in there, with a War Song to maybe get some fighting done beforehand. So we got some options in that deck. But there are just nobody's playing the game. Nobody's out here. What am I hoping from Brobnar and Winds of Exchange? Oh man, I just like, for one thing, like it would be good if they had sort of like a revamped identity. Like, obviously they're still like the big fighting, big beefy creature house, you know? But obviously they need something of a revamp. I just hope that they come back stronger and better than ever, a little closer to how they were in Call of the Archons, where they could actually generate Ember through fighting and sort of almost, I mean, they just need to do a good job of controlling the board, you know? I think that's one aspect to them, is controlling the board, but rewarding you for doing so. So I'm hoping for lots of creatures, lots of really big creatures, lots of assault, and lots of abilities that reward you for fighting. Yeah, Brick Nasty is a perfect example of what I'm looking for. While we wait, we could look at some stuff here, actually. But yeah, Brick Nasty is a perfect example. It's like War Song on a stick, if I'm thinking of the right card. Where is he? Brick Nasty. Has Brick Nasty not been added yet to the spoilers? Oh, there he is. I'm just blind. Yeah, after another friendly creature, Brobnar creature fights, gain 1 Ember. Yeah, Brobnar does look really fun so far based on just like the very limited information we've had so far. And like all the limited spoilers. Oh, it's nasty. Oh, it's nasty, alright. Loudness, 8 out of 10. Destruction, 9 out of 10. I like this band, says Thom, Brobnar music critic. But yeah, it's just, that's it. That's Brobnar for you. Do we have an opponent yet? Of course not. Now there's only 11 games. Dude. Bruh. This needs the Gangernaut combo to come back. That would be something. That'd be crazy if they brought it back. I wouldn't be surprised if they brought back some way to do something similar, you know? I want that Phoenix with an enhancement. Oh yeah. This guy, the Nurbor Firewing, he's crazy. That artwork is insane. Alright, anyway. We are into the game. Yeah, with an enhancement, that'd be cool too. We're up against Kante Kali. They are piloting a Mass Mutation deck with an Infernus, Dino Fiend, a couple Fiends in there, Dominator Bauble, Harvest Time, Essence Scale, Gateway to Dis, thankfully no Mark of Disses or anything, a couple of Lethalogicas, Infomorphs for some draw icons, a Cyberclone, so something of mine might be getting purged, Armor Officer Nell with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 potential upgrades. Jeremy Krogman out here with the 24th comment. Congratulations on being 24th to comment. Glad to have you in the stream, by the way. As for the starting hand, I'm not a fan. I think we'll mulligan that. Still low attack numbers for Brobnar when Dino Sanctum and Unfathomable exist. See, here's the thing. Imagine opening a deck with Sanctum, Saurian, and Brobnar. That is going to be the beefiest deck to exist ever. Alright, so they played Lethalogica and instantly drew into the Dimension Door. Interesting. I say we throw down a couple Brobnar creatures. So here's the thing. Is we just got to figure out how and when to like save Brobnar stuff. Just to like save up for the perfect Brobnar turn. But yeah, so hopefully the dinosaurs and the Sanctum, like their general creature power levels are like they don't just overwhelm what Brobnar can offer. Because in Worlds Collide, it's like Brobnar's general creature level just paled in comparison to the sorts of power levels Saurians brought, you know? And it sort of rendered them useless against those boards. Alrighty, let's go Shadows. So hopefully in Winds of Exchange that doesn't happen. Hopefully Brobnar is right up there, competing with the best and the highest of available power levels and creature strength. Alright, so my Looter Goblin is dead. Honestly, I feel like Brobnar should be like the very top, you know? Brobnar should have the best and the biggest. It lights out that Explorer over and throw a Dusk Runner on. We could put that on the Shadow Self and end the turn. If they bring back Garganti Scrapper, I will be, yeah. If they bring back Garganti Scrapper, then I don't have any words for that. I would not have any words for that. I highly doubt that they will. Surely, Ghost Galaxy or the developers have at this point seen how much hate Garganti Scrapper has gotten. But I mean, that did not stop them from bringing him back between AoE and Worlds Collide, so who knows. Alrighty, so what did they do? They did another Lethalogica, a Diametric Charge, a Forge Compiler. My Shadow Self has taken some damage. That Forge Compiler has 2 draw icons, holy cow. Cronus and Dimension Door is discarded. Alrighty. So why don't we hit up this. I don't need the Arise. I don't think I need the Hysteria at the moment. And might as well throw down the Charette. So far I've not generated any Ember. We are, however, we do now have 2 Loot the Bodies and a Coward's End in hand. So that's part of what we're looking for. At this point, I'd be generating like 6 Ember. Now his Fiends are out here stealing stuff, which is sad. What else are we looking at? Got a couple discards, a Pandemonium. That's interesting. Tendrils of Pain. Okay, so Tendrils of Pain is actually going to be anti-synergistic with my Coward's End. So I probably won't want to play that. Pandemonium? Do I want to play Pandemonium? I would just... Wait a minute. Oh, he played Pandemonium first. Alright. Guess I don't need to worry about it. I'll just go Dis again. Reap. Discard the Tendril so it doesn't cancel out my Coward's End. Play Pandemonium. I don't know what it's making me choose here. I could just put 1 there and 1 there. Okay, so now we have a War Song. I really just wish my Hidden Stash had came, so I could have archived something, you know? Wait. He's building out quite the board. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures out there at the moment. 2 of my Ember will be getting stolen, which pretty much nullifies the 2 Ember I'd be getting off of that Dino Fiend. Then I'll be getting 2 more Ember off of the Infomorph. So that would be with the 2 with the bodies. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 with the 2 off of Infomorph, minus 2 from the Destroy. So that's 14 Ember, right? So am I about to finish this challenge right now? Maybe. The War Song isn't going to do anything. I'll just play it down for the heck of it. Thankfully, none of his creatures are damaged, so the Coward's End will actually be wiping his entire board. Doesn't really matter. That guy's going to die. So let's try this. Let's see how much Ember we get. We're just looking to get 12 or more. Loot the bodies, and Coward's End. There we have it. That challenge was way too easy. Alrighty. Well, there's that. 18 Ember in 1 turn. 1 Brobnar turn. Easy as that. Thank you. That feels very satisfying though, also. Wow. Just, this, alright. You asked what I want to see from Winds of Exchange Brobnar. This is what I want to see from Winds of Exchange Brobnar. I want to see turns where you can get 18 Ember by clearing the board with a board wipe. Brobnar! Alrighty, they're throwing their Q-Mechs back out, building up those archives again. I will casually, easily Forge. He's going to ward his 2 Q-Mechs. And I think I'm just going to go Brobnar again, honestly. Why don't we just Reap? You know what I mean? Might as well. Bumps you so they lose 1. Anger. The Crump into Q-Mechs, why not? Call it a day. Alright, checking for my second key at 14. They're going Star Alliance. I'm glad I'm up against a Mass Mutation deck where there's not a whole lot of that scaling Ember control, you know? Because that would be really sad if I was up against a deck right now with like too much to protect or something. Do they have an Effervescent Principle though? They do not. They did play a Red Alert. My Shadow Self is dead. Tons of upgrades coming out. I do have a fear to bounce those back though. Or some of them back at least. Detention Coil on my Crump. That Armor Officer Nell is getting some work done, I tell you what. And then access denied on my Crump. So they just played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They just played like all of their Star Alliance upgrades that turn. I guess that was their challenge. Play all of my Star Alliance upgrades at once. Alright, so let's go Dis. Obviously just Reap, I guess. We could Fear the Nell back into hand, or would it be better to do the Techno Alien? I say we do the Nell. I'll get that Ember back. Throw down the Terror, and control the weak then back into Star Alliance. Perfect. They will get to Forge once, but I don't think there's anything they can do in Star Alliance to take me off of check at 10. There we have it. Oh, they're looking for a rematch. So now the real question is, can we do it twice in a row? Can we generate 12 or more Ember twice in a row? Maybe we need to up the ante a little bit though. Maybe it needs to be more than 12. Because last time we set the goal of 12, we generated 18. So maybe it should be more like 15. Can we generate more than 15? No. Could we generate more than 18? Let's see if we can break our record. As for the starting hand, I could get the 2 Ember off of the Terror if I kept it. But what would I do out of that? I don't really want to burn my bait and switch that early or anything, you know? I'll mulligan. Oh, there we go. I could get down my Lash of Broken Dreams early. There we go. Oh, my Coward's End came early. I just gotta pray that my hidden stash comes up. They just lost their Mindfire, Nell, Wail of the Damned, Explover, and took up their Cyberclone. And they're just archiving away. We could go this again. Tendrils of Pain, and then control the weak into Logos the second time. Okay. Interesting. So now I have a Loot the Ends. Loot the Ends? What the heck? Loot the Bodies and Coward's End in hand. Anger and Looter Goblin out there at the moment. I say we go Brobnar. But we'll just... I don't want to fight with my Looter Goblin. So we can just Anger for nothing. And then Looter Goblin. This is some very weird KeyForge gameplay. This is some very odd gameplay. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't be doing that, but we're just having fun with it. Trying to generate all this Ember. Alrighty. I'd say this is probably as good a time as any for a Lights Out. Put that Dino Fiend back in hand. And the Nexus. Loot Those Cowards is a very popular Brobnar bedtime story. Sounds like it would be. Oh, goodbye Nexus. Nexus is gone. Let's see here. This is very odd. What do I do? Because I'm just trying to save up this Brobnar hand, you know what I mean? I don't know if that Looter Goblin is ever going to survive. Alright. In the name of saving up the Brobnar hand, I'm just going to go this again. Discard the Arise, play Hysteria. Next turn, maybe we could either throw down a couple of Shadow Selves or a couple of Crumbs. And honestly, it's just like, let them build out a huge board, you know? I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with letting them build out a huge board because it's just going to get me closer to my goal here. I also got a new office chair. Hopefully you guys can't hear all this creaking around. I mean, you probably can, but hopefully it's not like super distracting or anything. Alright, so this Techno Alien is getting beefed up. Let's just throw down... what do I do? Do I throw down 2 Crumbs or 2 Shadow Selves? Let's go 2 Crumbs. Hopefully we draw into something other than Brobnar here. Interesting. We could throw down a couple of Shadow Selves next, or... I wonder if now he's playing smart. And not putting... How do you get his Cyberclone back? What the heck? Oh, I put it back in his hand, that's how. I almost made someone quit the game by playing a huge 2x Loot the Bodies and Coward's End. Oh yeah. That would be a very... that'd be a very rage-inducing thing to get hit with, I must say. I am... kudos to this guy for giving the matchup another chance after I did that to him. Man, I'm not drawing nearly as good this game as I did last game. Okay, so now we got both Loot the Bodies and the Coward's End. Next turn, I'll probably throw out the... Alright, definitely we'll go Dis next turn. Put out the Dust Imp, which will get me even more Ember with the Coward's End, Charette to take him off check. And then if I had like a way... If I draw into my Anger or something... Oh. Infernus. That Infernus has 2 draw icons? Are you kidding me? So I've got 7 creatures out there, which would get me to 14 Ember. 15, plus the one on the Techno Alien, minus 2 for the 2 Destroy triggers. That's like 13 Ember. Not quite 18, we need another 5. Oh, there's an Implosion. Is he gonna hit... Is he gonna hit one of his Fiends? No, destroy the Infernus. Okay, so we'll go Dis. We will throw down the Charette, and I want to save this guy for my Coward's End play, so I'm gonna put him where he cannot be dealt damage at the moment, and I'll just Lash for the fun of it, because I don't want him to fight into my Dust Imp and generate me the 2 Ember before I'm ready. Interesting. So now we have a War Song. I don't have any Brobnar creatures out there to do anything with that War Song. We have a Valder. I just need him to drop a couple more creatures and like get those stinking Fiends out of my face. Okay, so they're going Dis. Do they have a Gateway? Or a Kixuna or anything? They do have a Gateway. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if it'd be worth it to them to wipe their own board just in the name of me not getting my huge Coward's End play, you know? Oh, they are going Harvest Time, and they purge my Dust Imp. How rude. Just reaping it up around here. So at this point, if I can get like a really nice combo coming through here, then I feel like at that point, it'll just be kind of a race to the finish line, because he's already making leaps and bounds towards his first key. And I'm just sort of stuck at 2. Aember. So I don't know. Alrighty. Let's, I could go Shadows and archive something. His Mindfire is gone, so I'm not at risk of accidentally discarding one of my Brobnar cards here. So I might just go Shadows, Reap with the Shadow Self, and then play Hidden Stash to archive maybe my Coward's End. So my Coward's End is archived. I have 2 of the bodies, a Valder, a Smash, and a War Song. Alright. Now he's building some stuff out. Now he's building out a board. I sort of wish my shirt had taken damage there. Alright, so what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 creatures. So 9 creatures times 2 will put me at the 18 Ember that I'm going for. Minus 2 from the 2 steals will put me at 16. Plus 1 off the Techno Alien is 17. I'm this close to beating my record. So I say maybe we could give it one more turn for him to throw down just a couple more creatures. And then I hit them with the big combo. That's what I'm thinking. Because there's no way he's going to drop his Gateway on the board that he has set up right now. So I'm thinking we will go Brobnar. We won't pick up the archives. We're not going to do the whole combo right now. We're just going to get the War Song out of hand. Let's discard it. Play the Valder. Hold on a minute. Actually, no, yeah. Play that down, and then play down this. And we can just stun... Okay, I just stunned my own dude. I did not mean to stun my own guy. But that's okay. Alrighty. Because he's going to get destroyed anyway. Unless somebody fights into him. Now, if he would just play just 1 or 2 more creatures, we might be able to hit the break the record of 18 Ember. And that's what we're looking to do. Break 18. Break 18. They're going logos. Oh, this is probably what's going to happen though, is they're probably going to archive their QMax, aren't they? Probably going to destroy them somehow. Oh wow, they're going to steal all my Ember though. That's kind of cool. Valder's gone, that's okay. Okay, cool. He's just reaping with his QMax. But, is he going to play the BDQ? That's the question. Does he have BDQ? Oh, he doesn't even have one. Or does he? No. Okay. Okay. Now this is what I'm going to do. He's at a lot of Ember, so I'm going to try to tax his key with the Lash. I'm actually going to go Dis right here. Alright, I'm actually going to go Dis. I'll actually play the Pandemonium. Put 1 Ember on the Dino Fiend, so that'll nullify that steal, essentially. Well, kind of. I don't know how that works. Whatever. Throw down the Dust Imp, okay? So that'll help with my Coward's End. And then I'll tax right here. there. So now he's gonna have to forge at 9. That'll give me a little bit more time to catch up. Oh, and the Bumpsy will help too. Oh, Quintrino Flux. I think this game is a lost cause at this point, honestly. I think this game is a lost cause. At least we did it once, though. At least we got it first try. We had an opportunity. We had a turn a couple turns ago where I could have gotten 17. I was too greedy. I wanted more. 17 would have been a pretty good number, honestly. Yeah, because at this point I'm only going to be getting... I don't even know. I think we'll just hit it next turn and just see how much we got. Just see how much we get. Alright, let's just hit it this turn. I know it's not going to break 18, but we might as well see how much we get. Double loot the bodies. And Coward's End. Oh, okay, that actually wasn't that bad. 15. That's not horrible. That's more than I expected. We broke the 12 that we were, I mean, looking to break in the first place. So I mean, that's not bad. 15 is pretty good. Bait and switch is going to be useless. So honestly, if he hits check on this turn, then oh, Death Grinder's gone. So if he breaks check, then I don't have any way to stop that. Oh my word, the Infernus. Am I gonna go for any key cheat challenges? My favorite is to go for our Epic Quest, Dark Discovery, and Honors Keysis in one specific deck. I would like to. I would like to go for some key cheat challenges. That'd be fun. Epic Quest would be a good one. I used to have a deck that had a really good Honors Keysis combo. I actually made a video about it, that OTK Dark Tidings deck that could hit Honors Keysis pretty consistently. I actually sold it to somebody. So I don't have that deck anymore. But yeah, I would probably go for some key cheats. I'll look through my collection to see what we got. Okay, well, I definitely lose the game. I don't have any way to stop what he's got going there. Actually, hold on a minute. No, I could steal a couple. That's not going to be enough. Alrighty. So, we hit 18 the first game, 15 the second game. And I think there was a turn where I could have gotten 17 on that second game, but that's still pretty good. Alright, so challenge number 1, complete. Can I generate 12 or more Ember on a Brobnar turn? The answer is yes, I can. Excuse me. Alrighty, so our next challenge... we could continue in the generating lots of Ember theme. We could try and generate 10 or more, or like 12 or more Ember on a different house, like Mars. That could be fun. Let's take a look at what I've got here. Coda decks with Mars. I have a few decks that have decent Mars lineups. Nothing like super crazy or anything, but I have a few. Let's see here. Like this one has Crystal Hive and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Mars creatures. Crystal Hive, 6 Mars creatures, 2 of which are Zizix the Menes, another 2 of which are Grabber Jammers. Feeding Pit. Psychic Network is obviously pretty good. I feel like I have a deck that's better. Oh yeah, Thorgerd Scryer Cragander over here has the Maverick Mars Dust Pixie. So that's pretty neat, but there's not a whole lot else to go along with it. Gorand, the Correct the Mysterious doesn't really do that. expert, though. Cold vision doesn't really. Interesting. I feel like our best bet... Oh, hold on a minute. Look at this one. The Intelligent Wise One of Welster. That one has some interesting stuff in it. Still not quite what we're looking for. I think maybe our best bet will be the 3-armed Firestopper of Raiding. This one has, yeah, the 6 Mars creatures with the Crystal Hive, which that in of itself would generate 12 Ember if I had them all out there at once. The Feeding Pit would get me an extra one, potentially. Radiated Ember has an Ember Pip on it. EMP Blast would just stun my own dudes, which is sad. Psychic Network, if I might be able to... Hold on a minute. Psychic Network. Steal one for each friendly Ready Mars creature, so I could Psychic Network with my Ready Mars board, Crystal Hive, and do a whole bunch of Reaping. The current challenge. Now we're going to try and generate a ton of Ember in a Mars turn. So we got the 18 and then the 15 in Brobnar turn. Now we're here trying to do it with a Mars turn. This is the deck we're looking at. I don't really have any decks in my collection with like that perfect Coda Mars suite. I don't really have any decks with that. So I think we're just going to have to go with what I have, which is not a ton. And I think I have this deck in here already. Oh yeah, the Brobnar boys did incredible. Absolutely incredible. Alright, so let's hit up a... This looks like another competitive. Yeah, that's definitely a competitive deck. Three-armed Firestopper of Raiding. I think I have that one. Yeah, we're pretty much celebrating the returning houses, yeah. I thought for sure I had this deck in here already. Yep, Brobnar and Mars coming back. And then I've seen on like Discord channels and everything, people speculating which houses will be returning for set 7, Grim Reminders. I hear a lot of people saying that they would not mind if Sanctum left, if Sanctum was rotated out. I would be so sad. Sanctum is my favorite house in the game. I was devastated when it got rotated out for Worlds Collide. I was so happy when they came back for Mass Mutation. I was like, yes, Brobnar is coming back. Not Brobnar. Sanctum. Oh my goodness, what am I saying? Sanctum's coming back. And then it stuck around for Dark Tidings. Sticking around again for Winds of Exchange. I understand that, like, maybe it would get rotated out because it's like, it's been around for such a long time. But I would not be happy. I've also heard some people say that Untamed might come back for Grim Reminders. Which that'd be cool. I think I will definitely miss Untamed in Winds of Exchange. I'll miss Logos and Shadows too. Crazy that all 3 of those are being rotated out at the same time. That's wild. Alright, so what else are we looking at with this deck here? We've got the Fagin Triple Urchin. That's a lot of fun. Triple Dodger as well, so there's some major firepower in the Shadows. Old Bruno for some more Ember control, Bait and Switch with the Ghostly Hand, Lights Out. That's just a solid Shadows suite overall, I feel like. in this, we have pretty okay stuff. The Arise, we could get... Actually, okay, so Arise might be very helpful in getting that Mars board back, you know? So if a lot of my Mars creatures die, bring them back with Arise, throw them back down on a Mars turn. We have a Screaming Cave to reset some things if we need it. We got some other General Disruption in there. Shaffles is always nice to have. There's not a whole ton of board control in this deck, which hopefully doesn't come back to bite us. I don't miss any of them that much. I wouldn't be sad to see a set that radically shakes things up by bringing in like 3 houses. Yeah, that'd be super cool. I'd be down for that as well. If they're, I mean, I feel like Winds of Exchange even has a really weird set of houses. Like with, oh, I guess it's this guy again. All right. Like with Logos Shadows and Untamed Gone, I feel like this set of houses already feels very odd to me, at least. But I see what you mean, and like bringing in 3 new houses, getting rid of like 2 or like 3, and switching things up. That'd be very sweet. That would be sweet. Okay, so we have, now he's playing with a Coda deck. No, he's playing with the Coda deck. It looks like he was inspired by my gameplay to play his own Coda Brobnar deck with the Double War Song, Loot the Bodies, Triple Crump, Blood of Titans. Ew, a Rogue Ogre. Triple Control of the Week. Oh my gosh. Gateway, handed this. Aember, double Ember Imp. This deck looks cancerous. Holy heck, man. We can keep that hand though. I'll throw down some Mars creatures. And then hopefully next turn he generates some Ember and I'll Psychic Network it all away. So I'll go Mars. Grab a Gemma. Grab a Gemma. Zizix. Oh. We've got some options here, man. We've got some options. Thank you for the good luck. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty, so this is perfect. We can go Mars. Psychic Network is Ember. And then Reap. And then next turn, we definitely have enough Ember control so that we can pull off a successful Ghostly Hand and steal even more, generate even more. Okay. Perfect. Let's go Shadows then, for sure. We can steal 1 with the Urchin. And then Ghostly Hand. And play down the Fagin. I think I'll save that other stuff, those other 2 Shadows cards, because they're nice. Wow, I just grew into a ton more Shadow stuff. Holy cow. But who is looking forward to the Ultra Stream Marathon celebrating GameFound's KeyForge campaign and Ghost Galaxy and like just celebrating all things KeyForge? Like, who's hyped for that? What a great idea by Dinobot. Genius. Thank you for throwing that together. That's going to be so much fun. Way to take charge on that, man. I'd love if you could scroll over cards a little more so the dummies can see what's going on. Oh, sure, yeah, I could do that. I'll see what I can do. Alrighty, so they're taking their turn. Special delivery. They purged my Fagin, which is very rude, and stole a bunch of my stuff. Did they miasma me? They did. Okay. So, let's see here. I'll probably throw down just some more Shadow stuff here. I think I'll go Shadows. I'll just Reap with this Urchin here. Play another Urchin to steal. Old Bruno will only capture 2, and I'm totally fine with that. Maybe. There we go. And then the Dodger. Leave the bait and switch. Oh my gosh, look at all those shadows I'm drawing. What the heck? Lights out. That'll be very nice. The Dodger. Hopefully I forge this turn. The thing is though, is that all my Ember control is just piecing out at the very beginning of the game. So who knows what's gonna happen. He throws down the Life Ward. 2 Ember Imps. Oh, that's annoying. I can... let me think. I can deal with that. I can deal with those Ember Imps. I'll forge yellow. Oh, he's gonna force me into this. Okay, never mind. That's okay. I only have 2 discards to play anyway. I will throw down the Toxin. And the Shuffles. Easy as that. So he has 2 Ember Imps out there. So I can only play 2 cards each turn. If he lets me go Shadows next turn, I can definitely deal with both of them. And I'd have multiple ways to be able to do that. They're going Shadows, so I should be able to deal with that. Life Ward. He's probably going to hit me with a Life Ward this turn. So Shadows isn't going to be like the most cycling or efficient turn. Oh, he lights out my own stuff. Oh, that makes things tricky. Okay, so I can't play creatures. In that case... I think I'll just go Mars then. My Crystal Hive is still not coming out. But I could Reap. I should fight at least one of these off the board for now, you know what I mean? Jammer Pack, I'll put on this Grabber Jammer. I'll just discard the EMP Blast. I don't like EMP Blast. When I was a new KeyForge player, I really hated House Mars just because I felt like they just hurt themselves all the time. And EMP Blast was one of those cards that made me think that way. But as I grew as a KeyForge player, I gradually learned, oh, Mars is actually great. Yeah, they hurt themselves sometimes, but with the right stuff, if you know what you're doing, then you can utilize their toolkit in some pretty cool ways. Alright, so if they threw a Blood of Titans on their Ember Imp. So now it's 7 power, that's fine. I've got ways to deal with that currently. Holy cow, what's happening? His keys still cost plenty. Alright, let's go Shadows. I will bait and switch him right now to steal 2. I will lights out probably the Rogue Ogre for that Ember. What does Rogue Ogre do again? At the end of your turn, if you played exactly 1 card this turn, Rogue Ogre heals your damage and captures 1. Okay, so I will lights out the Ember Imp and the Rogue Ogre. And then throw down a couple Dodgers and the Massus Asp. So they're going Brobnar again. Oh, the tremor on my Shadows, guys. How rude. How rude. Rogue Ogre returns. Lomir Flame Fist takes me off a check. I wouldn't mind seeing Lomir Flame Fist return for Winds of Exchange. That could be neat. Oh, he has he played a war song. Took out my Mars dudes. Let's see here. What do I have in my discard pile? Shaffles. Where's my Charette? Did I have a Charette at any point? Or am I thinking of last game? No, I definitely had a Charette. Or maybe it just hasn't come up yet. Let's see. We could go Shadows again. Maybe. I want to unstun my guys. Because that Ember Imp is going to be coming back down here pretty soon. And I would like to have some firepower to deal with him. And that is what I call a Hand of Dis. Come on, you gotta give it up. That was a pretty good one. A Hand of Dis. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alrighty. They're going dis themselves. Throwing down all sorts of stuff. I'm surprised they didn't play Control of the Week there. Now here's the problem. I'm gonna go Shadows again. Because that Ember Imp is gonna restrict the heck out of me doing anything. So I will fight him off the board. And I say we just reap out the wazoo. You know? I could use this Mass's Asp to deal with something. Get rid of that Crump. And reap. Because I would just like to generate some Ember. You know what I mean? So much of my Mars stuff just hasn't come up. That Crystal Hive didn't come up. I needed that Crystal Hive early. And it didn't show. Alright, now I'm definitely going to get hit with Control of the Week. All I ask is that you don't put me in House Mars. Oh, nice fight with the True Brew into a poison creature. These Dominator Baubles are kind of killing me. Hand of Dis on my Dodger. There's Control of the Week. What are you going to hit me with? Shadows, probably? No, not Shadows. Dang. They hit me with House Mars. Are you ready for the most productive turn ever taken in KeyForge? Wasn't that amazing? I got a lot done there. He's going to hit me with his third Control of the Week right here, isn't he? And force me into Mars again. That's what I'm going to call. I'm calling that right now. That's what's going to happen. Called it. Absolutely called it. Alrighty, but that should be all of his Control of the Weeks burned through now. So hopefully, ideally, next turn, I'll be able to do some Mars. Or not Mars, this. However, I do not have what it takes in this to do anything. Let's take him off check. I could... Man, I really didn't use my charrette this game? That's crazy. I must be thinking of last game then. Because I thought for sure I had my charrette there at one point. Alright, I'll go this. Sadly, I did not draw into my charrette. Had I drawn into my charrette, I would have been able to take him off check. That did not happen. So I can at least throw down Screaming Cave, Pit Demon, Toxin, Shaffles. I can steal one with the Schuler, Dominator Bauble. But that's it. There's all my Mars. Alright. Let's see here. So that game was weird. I was just playing that game like just as I would any other game. I never got like any Mars stuff out there to like start comboing with. Oh, I don't want casual. I want competitive. Oh, all right. So yeah, that was a weird game. That was a really weird game. Hopefully this game I can actually get some Mars stuff on the board. Yeah, that was odd. Those two Control of the Week certainly didn't help anything either. Me getting stuck in House Mars for so long. Oh my gosh, I keep going up against the same freaking guy. I would like a new opponent, please. Is he using the same deck too? Yeah, he's just using the same deck. Okay. I'll give this guy one more game, and then I'm gonna just look for a different opponent. Because I've fought this guy 4 times in a row now. And I will keep that hand. And he plays the Ember Imp. Straight out the gate, man. Straight out the gate. Sure, I'll throw down a couple guys. Get some firepower out there to deal with that Ember Imp later down the road. Okay, there's my Crystal Hive. We did not even see my Crystal Hive last game. Dang, he stunned my dudes. Rude. That's fine. I'll just unstun them. He actually took an entire Brobnar turn just to stun my two guys. Interesting. Very interesting. Irradiated Ember. If your opponent has 6 or more Ember, deal 3 damage to each enemy creature. It's kind of a weird card. Going this. Ember Imp. Life Ward. Sheesh. Alright, we will definitely go Shadows again. Wipe those Ember Imps off the board, and steal his Ember in the process. Yeah, the Mars challenge here of generating like 12 Mars, or generating 12 Ember in a Mars turn, is like a whole lot more difficult than it was with Brobnar, because I need to actually have like a board established to generate all that Ember in a Mars turn. Whereas with Brobnar, I could just do all that out of hand. I just had to wait for the right hand and then I could just do it. So on that note, we could go Mars and get that Crystal Hive down. Play that, discard that, put down the Crystal Hive. Now we have a decent dishand here. Shaffle's Toxin, Pit Demon, Arise. If my Shadows board gets dealt with, it might be worth arising my Shadows creatures. Warsong. Crump. Oh, Speed Sigil's down. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, there's a Speed Sigil out at the moment. I didn't even notice that. Oh, that's... Huh. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go Dis. I don't think it's worth playing Arise at the moment, so I'm just gonna discard it. But I will discard that. Play down the Pit Demon. Oh, that's perfect. Toxin. I actually completely forgot to put... I can't speak. I actually forgot about the Speed Sigil again. But I can use that to steal. Okay. That Speed Sigil is a game changer, man. Earthshaker. Okay, his Earthshaker is gone. He does still have the Gateway. I really need a deck that has more of those like squawkers and everything, so I can actually like out of hand get these guys ready to reap with, so I don't just have to build out a board first, wait a whole turn, and then be able to call that board again, you know? So let's maybe go... I just want to see how much Mars stuff I can get in my hand, so I'm gonna go Shadows again. Oh, I should have, actually wouldn't have mattered, never mind. Just throw that stuff down. Okay, so now I have, oh man, four Mars cards. This guy will, if I put him down first, he'll enter play ready. He just put Crystal Hive back in my hand. That sucks. He did put me back into Mars. Okay. That's so annoying that he put Crystal Hive back in my hand. Throw down the Crystal Hive. So this is what I can do, is I could do the Yolk Megamouth, reap with him, to ready Dodger, use Dodger to fight into the Snudge so he can't put the Crystal Hive back in my hand. Throw down the Grabber Jammer, the Zizix, the Vezima Think Drone, but now what he's going to do is he's going to go Brobnar and just fight all of those Mars creatures off the board. And if he doesn't do that, he'll go Dis and force me into a house other than Mars. Yeah, so here comes the firepower. My Mars guys are all gonna die. Oh, I didn't even realize I was at check. Burn Stockpile just roasted me. Yeah, my Zizix the Mini's gone. Grabber Jammer, yeah. Dang, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be so tough. Let's go Shadows. Throw it on the Fagin. Ghostly Hand for 2. Reap, return an Urchin from play or discard pile to hand. That's nice. So I'll Reap with the Urchin first, and then Reap with the Fagin. Put the Urchin back in my hand. Oh, I guess I could have grabbed him from the discard pile too. And Reap. And right there. Then I'll go Dis next turn. Hopefully take him off check with a Snarette. Discard from his hand with Gongoozle. Destroy one of his creatures with the hand of Dis. Throw down a couple artifacts. However, he probably has control of the weak, so never mind any of that. Yeah, he's gonna put me back into Shadows probably. Or Mars. One of the two. Yeah, Mars, okay. Well, alright, so next game, I'm just gonna have to find a different opponent. I feel like I might be able to do a little bit better with this challenge if I wasn't constantly being forced into houses I can't do anything in. You know what I mean? Alright, so I'll go... Dang, man, why doesn't... Now, of course, when I have this Gongoozle, Now, of course, he doesn't have any creatures that are big enough to survive the Gongoozle damage. Alright, let's go to Dis. Play Screaming Cave. Dominator Bauble. Guess I can't do anything with that hand of Dis. I'll play Gongoozle just to get the bad penny off the board. And Charette. Hold on a minute. And Reap. Yeah, this challenge is going to be so hard. Very difficult. It'll help when I'm up against a deck that doesn't have 3 control the weaks in it. And that, yeah, I don't know, it'll be tough. It'll be difficult. But I mean, hey, I won a game with the worst rated SAS KeyForge deck in the world. If I can do that, I can probably generate 12 or more Ember with a Mars turn. So, I've got that going for me. We could go Shadows again here. Put that Longer Flame Fist back. Hold on a minute. But if I put that back in hand on this Shadows turn, I'll be at 7 Ember. So he could just play the Flame Fist back down again, bring me down to 5 a second time. That is not ideal. However, that would force him to go back into Brobnar again to do that. And I don't know if he wants to do that. I think we'll just try it. Actually, no. I'm going to be at 8 because of Speed Sigil. I didn't even... Once again, forgot about the Speed Sigil. Alrighty then. We'll see what he does. So now, if I get to go Mars next turn, I'll be able to throw down the Feeding Pit and 2 Mars creatures, and that would get me 5 Ember or something. All right, so yeah, sure enough, he just went Brobnar and threw down the Longer Flame Fist, which I'm fine with that. Yes, remember Speed Sigil. Remember Speed Sigil. I think it's finally in my mind now that it's there. So let's go Mars. I'll put down the Feeding Pit. Let's put down Zizix ready. And then activate Crystal Hive. Excuse me. Reap with the Zizix for 2. right? Let's archive that guy. Okay. And then the grabber jammer. Jammer pack is online. EMP blast is there as well. Going shadows. Oh, Nectar knife. The one and only. Umbra fought Zizix, that's fine. Ah, the light's out. Bruh. This challenge is not possible. Okay, that's not true. Let's go Mars, naturally. I won't pick up the archives. Let's see. Crystal Hive. Play down Zizix, ready. Reap with the Zizix. Archive. We could just archive away the Succubus so it matches what's already in my archives. Oh, I should have played EMP Blast first, darn it. I'll just play it, whatever. Grab a jammer. Oh, EMP Blast destroys artifacts too. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I was gonna get the challenge to go anyway. So EMP Blast will be a discard pretty much all the time unless I don't have any Mars stuff on the board. And as I just learned, EMP Blast also kills artifacts, so I won't want to have my Crystal Hive out either. EMP Blast will just have to be a like early game, just play this out if you don't have any Mars stuff on the board. So that's like one Ember Pip that we essentially just won't have access to during our bursty Mars turn. Okay, so they just went to town with that Shadows turn. We could go Shadows. Yeah, let's go Shadows. I don't want my archives. We can bait and switch for 2. Massus Asps will come down ready. Oh, Speed Circle's gone. Never mind. That's fine. Throw down that. I need to look at EMP Blast. Hold on a minute. What does EMP Blast do? Apparently, I just read that card completely wrong. EMP Blast, each Mars creature and each robot creature stunned, each artifact is destroyed. Okay. That's what EMP Blast does. For some reason, I thought it just stunned stuff and that was it. I need to read cards. Zizix is gone for good. Oh. Very nice. Okay. I will go... Is there... I don't think anything generates me any Ember this turn. Unless I was to go this and pick up the archives. I could steal one. I'm gonna do that. Put myself at check and hopefully just threaten him a little bit. You know what I mean? Schuler and Charette. And Succubus. So hopefully that puts him on edge a little bit here. We'll see what he does. At this point, I'm just trying to win the game. Because, obviously the challenge is not going to be completed. But hopefully, I can at least win. Zoke, good to see ya. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Currently, we're trying to generate 12 or more Ember on a Mars turn. It's not going well so far. We successfully accomplished generating 12 or more in a Brobnar turn. The first game, I generated 18 Ember in a Brobnar turn. And then the game after that, 15. So far, I'm 2 games deep into this Mars challenge, and I haven't come even close yet, so we're working on it. Okay, they did take me off check. I could go... Let's save my, like, stealing in Shadows for later, and let's go Mars here. Speed Sigil is back down. I can throw it on the Feeding Pit. I think it'll be best if I go Yuluk to enter play ready. So I can reap a couple times. And then throw down the Grabber Jammer. does he have an answer to 7? Checking at 7. Brobnar is back. Mars is back. Hooray. Absolutely. Yeah, we're unintentionally celebrating like the returning houses. I didn't even think about that with these challenges, but that's what we're doing. We are out here. Brobnar making their grand return. Mars making their grand return. Heck yeah, man. Holy heck. Holy cow. That was a game. That was quite the end. I had no way to take him off that 3rd key. Alright, so I'm not rematching this guy again. I've gone against him 4 times in a row, and I have no interest in playing a triple control the weak deck again. So we're gonna leave this game and hopefully find a different opponent. Is there any better deck that I have, or a better Mars suite for this challenge? You know what I mean? Because I'm just lacking stuff. I'm lacking what is needed at the moment. I just don't have that perfect Mars combo, you know what I mean? Ugh. Man. I love Brobnar despite having opened so many Bad Worlds Collide decks. I know it. Brobnar is fun. Like, I like Brobnar, but not in Worlds Collide. If you can retain your love for Brobnar even through opening lots of horrible Worlds Collide Brobnar decks, then that's good. Might makes right and key abduction without generosity. Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be very cool. I don't know what sort of things I have. Do I have a Might Makes Right deck? I think I have one, possibly. Key abduction without generosity. I have a deck that might be able to do that. Let's see, this deck, I just don't see quite enough burst. So for the 3M Firestopper rating, like, Crystal Hive is sort of like the linchpin for even getting that much Ember, 12 or more Ember. And if I can't keep my Crystal Hive or a large board out there, like, consistently, then I don't think that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Genka time. If only I had a Genka deck. I've opened so many AoE decks. I've opened many decks with Key Abduction, many decks with Merchant Generosity, no decks with them together. Very sad. It is an uncommon and a rare coming together in a single deck, so it's not surprising that you don't see that very often. Thorgerd Scryer does have that Martian Dust Pixie, or the Mars Dust Pixie. So there's a little bit of burst, out of hand burst right there. Hold on a minute. Let's look at this deck, actually. I might be able to make something happen with this deck, because this one does at least have the Squawker. So I could ready a Mars creature and reap with it, obviously, but also Squawker to ready something for a more potent Psychic Network. 2 EMP Blast, that's just really sad. Deep Probe, great card. Ammonia Clouds does not have an Ember Pip. This one also has a Jammer Pack, that's an Ember Pip. And then it looks like 5 other Mars creatures total. Do I have a way in Mars to destroy those 2 Dust Imps? The answer is yes, Ammonia Clouds could do that. So if I could construct a board with a couple Dust Imps down, and then Ammonia Clouds the Dust Imps, I don't know if that would be enough. I don't know if that would be enough to generate 12 Ember, but it might be. It would have to be perfect setup though. Urian Challenge, or Ember Burst General Sanctum in general. Oh, that would be really cool. We should definitely do that. I'll put that in there. Yeah, Urian the Circumspect would be great for bursting. And, like, Sanctum has lots of other burst cards, too. Cleansing Wave, Free Markets, Glorious View. Let me add Sanctum Burst to my options here. Alrighty. Do I have Thorgerd Scryer? So I will try one more game to get this 12 Ember and a Mars turn challenge, and then we'll move on to something else. So whether I win or lose, we'll do something else next game. Let me just make sure I actually have this deck here. Okay, I don't think I do, so I'll just import it. Thorgerd Scryer. That's the sort of... I'm trying to think here. Do I take that into... I'll take that into casual. I think I need a casual match in order to do this challenge. Alrighty. Bop. I am currently only using my own decks. I can take a look at that deck, though. See what it's like. Ruto, the Crowded Den Guardian. We finally found a different opponent. I don't believe it. Somebody other than that other dude. Wow. Oh yeah. That deck has some burst in it, in that Mars. Yeah, that's really nice. And the key abduction too, that's great. As for the starting hand, man, it has some good stuff in there. I feel like under normal circumstances I would keep it, but for this challenge I don't know if I do want to keep it. Now I'll mulligan that. Alright, so what is this guy using? Mass Mutation, Triple Survey, Double Subject Kirby, Double Vandalize with a Borrow Master Plan, GMG Opportunist, Double Nero Siphon with an Auto Encoder, Cronus QMX, Daughter with a Research Smoko. Okay. Wow, there's some of that Mars stuff already. My Maverick Mars Dust Pixie. Let's just... oh man, let's just try to build up as much of a Mars hand as possible. I already have a ton of Mars stuff here, obviously. But even more would be ideal. Oh man, yeah, that's... I don't know. That's tough. That's real tough. Oh, Vandalize? What the heck? What are they gonna do to me? They removed my Ixilla Bolter. Or not the Bolter, the Dominator. Ixilla Dominator. Rude. Master Plan is out, as is the Auto Encoder. Alright, this is just for the sake... this is literally just for the sake of seeing how much Mars stuff I can get in my hand, and like what it can do for me. Because at this point, I would really only be getting like 1, 2, 3, like 4 Ember. That's literally like a third of what I'm trying to get. I'll just go Bravner. Good old Bravner. One more Flame Fist. Blood of Titans. Reap. Huh. Okay, so now I got more Mars stuff out there. Fascinating. So I could at least establish a board, you know? I could throw down my Mars creatures, and then I would still have them. Potentially, if he doesn't deal with them off the board. Imagine I could put down a bunch of Mars creatures, maybe draw into my Psychic Network, steal a whole bunch of Ember. There's some potential. Okay, so we could go Mars. I don't know what sort of firepower he has to deal with my board. It doesn't look like a whole ton unless he just fights into all my stuff for some reason. So we could put down the bolter, put down the Megamouth, put down the Plague Master. Huh. And we could just play Squawker. Ready with this guy. I say we deal with his board a little bit. I think we should reap here and hit the daughter and end it. And I'm keeping the Dust Pixie in hand because we only get that effect once. We will only get that 2 Ember effect once. So I want to save that for when I play it on my bursty turn. He's going Shadows. I have a good disc turn lined up right now. Oh, the Booby Trap. Killer, dude. Didn't even think about the Booby Trap. At least a couple of my Mars guys stay alive. Another Vandalize. This is his second Vandalize. Look over there. Alright, at least he didn't steal with that look over there. Instead, he did choose to kill my guy, which is sad. Alright, let's go Dis. Throw down a couple Dust Imps. And then we could destroy each 2-power creature, so... Ah, man. That's the thing, though, is that it would be ideal to use my Ammonia Clouds. You know, if I could use my Ammonia Clouds to destroy the Dust Imps on that Mars turn. Because what I could do right now is I could Dance of Doom all the 2-power creatures that would deal with my double Dust Imp and his subject Kirby. Or I could do all my 3-power creatures. Or I could do all 3-power creatures. That would deal with my Plague Master, the Ensign Elsamer, and the Cronus. I think in the end, if we're trying to generate as much Ember as possible, it'll be more helpful in the long run to do with my 3-power creatures, and hopefully draw into Ammonia Clouds for the double Dust Imp kill. So why don't we do that? Let's play Dance of Doom for 3-power creatures. And then Control the Weak into, I would say, Shadows, because he just did a whole bunch of Shadows. Yeah, a ton of his Shadow stuff is gone. So I say Control the Weak into Shadows. Hold on a minute. That could take me off check though, right? Not really, not with what he has. So I'll go Shadows. Ammonia Clouds, okay. So we did draw into the Ammonia Clouds. Oh nice, he had to skip turn. He had to pass turn. Okay, so... Oh man. I wish I still had my Mars creatures out there. Because I'd be able to get 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Honestly, I feel like this is probably the best we'll be able to do. So let's just go Mars. Let's just do it. Let's just hit this Mars turn. We'll do the Ammonia Clouds. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. I mean, that's only half of what we were going for. Oh, he just left. He was out of there. It was a big enough burst that the guy rage quit on us. It wasn't quite what the burst we were looking for, but it was big enough apparently. So that's that. Alrighty. So we technically did not win the challenge. We did not generate 12 or more Ember on a Mars turn. We did get 7. That's not bad. That's a whole key's worth of Ember on a Mars turn. And that wasn't even using like Squawkers or anything like that. I'm glad the Ammonia Clouds play worked out though. Alrighty. So, what challenge should we do next? We did the Brobnar challenge. We did the Mars challenge. We could do a Burst with Sanctum challenge. You know, honestly, what I sort of want to try is I kind of want to try winning with no action cards. Imagine. That would be very difficult. But with the right deck, very doable. Before we do anything though, I am going to go grab a glass of water. So I will be right back. My mouth is getting dry. I'm just gonna grab some water, and I'll be back in just a moment. Alrighty, I'm back. Got my glass of water. Kore wa mizu ga oishii desu. Okay. So, next challenge, let's see here. Okay, I have an idea for a challenge. How about we try to archive all of a single house? So we try to archive all 12 cards of one house in a deck. I think that should be our next one. And I have a deck that can actually get pretty close to doing that pretty regularly. Let me find that deck real quick. It's a Worlds Collide deck. It's one of my highest rated decks, so it's very competitive. It's also one of my favorite decks. Laserbent, the Librarian of Dis at 80 SAS, can pretty reliably archive quite a lot of a single house. So usually when I play this deck, what I'll do is I'll archive almost all of my Saurian house, just because the Saurian is really good at just like bursting like crazy. Or I shouldn't say bursting. It doesn't burst Ember quickly. It's good as a house to play out lots of at a single time. Because what I can do is I can City-State Interest, and then Ancient Power, and then Axiom of Grisk, in addition to throwing out all these like really big creatures, Tribute to capture a whole bunch of Ember. And then there's also like the Logos. So the Logos is obviously what archives everything. The Double Eddy, the Velman Hide are good for that as well. Double Tautau Vapors, the Double Quant. Really, the engine of this deck is the Logos. So the Quants can play Dis things out of house, such as the Draining Touches, the Evil Eye, the Scientist Bane. It's nice to have some of those Dis creatures out there as well, just doing their own things if I, for some reason, can't call Logos or whatever. But really the point is just to archive all that Saurian, for when I really need to call Saurian, then I can and drop like 10 cards all at once. Yeah, I can zoom in. Yeah, 18 Synergy, yeah. It's a good deck. It's a lot of fun. I've played with it an absolute ton on TCO, like just in my own time. But yeah, the Logos is the engine. If I can get the Logos engine warded and running, then it's a good time. But if my Logos just gets dealt with, then it's not that good of a time. Sometimes I just need to bite the bullet and just play out some Saurian cards, even though I'm trying to get them archived. But that's okay. Sometimes that's just how it goes. So yeah, Logos is the engine. Saurian is the really big playhouse. and Dis is the sort of just, it's also there. This is just sort of also there. So let's get into it. Let's see if we can archive the entire Saurian house, which is sort of the way this deck wants to play. We'll go into competitive. But yeah, let's take a look here. Laserbent I have played with. Where the heck did it go? There it is. Oh yeah, so Laserbent I've played 90 games with, won 51 games, lost 39 games. So I've won with it more than I've lost with it at least, but I mean 10 more games and I'll be at 100 games with this deck. So I have some experience with it and it is a lot of fun to play. Hopefully, I mean, watch, of course, as on stream, for some reason, this deck just absolutely sucks and can't do anything. Because I feel like that's the sort of luck I have. But usually, this deck does pretty darn good. On stream, with people watching, it might get shy and just not do anything. But the goal is to archive the entire Saurian house. I think we can do it. I've done it with this deck a couple times. It's not always easy, but it has happened. It's not always usual. We just gotta wait and wait and wait and wait for an opponent. But how are you guys doing? Thanks to everybody who stopped by and watched some streaming, watched some KeyForge. I really hope to start streaming even more frequently. Like, there's way too much space between my streams. I mean, like, it's been like a month. Like, I streamed on Saturday for the KFPL event too, but between those two events, I don't think I ever streamed a single time. So I'd like to stream a lot more. I've got some cool ideas, obviously, like we've been working on. Fudgenator, hello! Thanks for stopping into the stream. Super glad to have you. Right now, we're just waiting on an opponent to join this game, and the challenge that we're doing now is we're trying to archive all of a single house. So we're trying to archive all 12 cards of a house in this deck. This deck that I'm using, I've done this a couple times already. It sort of plays into the game plan of the deck, trying to archive all of the Saurian house. So that's what we're trying to replicate again. One of my first Worlds Collide decks was a triple Eddy and double memory chip. The deck has a Horde Untamed house that I end up archiving. Oh yeah, there you go. That's the way to do it. Just archive all that trash and never have to deal with it. That's crazy though. Triple Eddy and double memory chip. That is some real archiving. I started playing KeyForge recently, buying cheap decks, and I'm having a blast. That's awesome to hear. Also, thanks for enjoying my YouTube content. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it. Thanks for watching. Alright, so this is the sort of hand I would keep. That's not bad. Alrighty, so we will definitely go Dis. Kill that CXO Tabor. Give him some chains. Throw down a Dendrix and the Evil Eye for some Aember bonus icons. Holy cow, that is a Logos hand. So what's this guy playing? Oh gosh, he's playing a great big, horrible, rotten, bursty Dark Tidings deck. And he's already bursting away. Triple Chillonid, Deepwater Gruin. Do you guys remember me saying in my Dark Tidings display opening video how I can never seem to open those sorts of decks? I can never open any of the common cards that are apparently so common in Untamed, in Dark Tidings. I don't open any of that. I don't open any of that ever. And yeah, he's already there. He's already checked. Big time check. Skill issue, yeah, I know, exactly. Opening those sorts of decks requires a lot of skill. And if you're not opening those sorts of decks, like me, that's a skill issue. That is 100% skill. Alright, let's go Logos. Quantum Finger Trap. We have both Vellum and the Hide. That's pretty cool. Throw those down. And the perfect Archive right there. Archive the Tricerian Legionary. And call it a day. And there's some more Logos. Quant, Tata Vapors, Eddie. Just depends on... Oh, he's using my Quantum Finger Trap. Rude. What sort of board controller does he have, though? He does have a Grand Alliance console. That will be annoying. Kerwallop deals a little bit of damage across the board. But not a ton. Not a ton. Most of my Dark Tidings deck have Saurian and Untamed with no Chelonia. I know. Ah, that's how it goes. I have like 1 or 2 decks with Chelonia. And like nothing else. I know, he cannot be happy after the 5-card Logos turn. And I'm about to drop 3 more on him, so... That, he'll definitely be balding after that. Malding, not balding. Alright, let's go Logos. I do not want my archives. So my Vellum is gone. That's okay. I will just draw a card with Hide. Perfect. Perfect draw. I feel like at some point I'll have to deal with this Chelonia. But you know what? He's not hurting anybody right now. Actually, he is, but whatever. I don't care. Actually, no. I'm going to get rid of this guy. I'm going to fight and then fight. And then I will play a new Quant to replace the old one. Let me hit up a Tau Vapors. I'll archive the Tribute and the Eddie to archive the other Tribute, I guess. Why not? And call it a day. Alright, we are 3 cards out of 12 for the Saurian House. And things are looking pretty good. Grand Alliance Council. That's okay. That's alright, that's alright. Z-Force Agent is here. Is here to play. Why don't we just go... We could go Dis. Purge that Grand Alliance Council so it stops bothering us. Oh yeah, we'll definitely go Dis. I do not want the archives. He loses Cement Shoes. He lost his Cement Shoes, okay. Bornit and the Infernus to purge from the opponent's discard pile. I'd say Deepwater Gruin and Grand Alliance Council. Or is there a better option, perhaps? Yeah, Voltron is just, he's here to play, man. He is here to play. Yeah, we'll just roll with that, that's fine. That's aight. That's aight. Depending on what he does, we could probably go Dis again. But it looks like he might wipe my board here. Looks like he might wipe my Dis. Yep. Yuppers. A lot of my archiving stuff came early. And now I just have this Saurian stuff in hand. And of course, I might just have to play that stuff. And I might just have to play the Saurian stuff and then hope to archive it later. But this guy's just charging ahead. He be charging. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I think we'll go Dis because we need to get rid of that Z-Force Agent. Blast him. Bornit and a Reap. Yeah, so now we have a lot of Saurian stuff here. We can try to go one more Logos turn before burning Saurian stuff. Oh geez, not the Key Frog. That's not what I like to see. Oh, perfect. Alright, we are definitely going Logos. we are going to pop that Keyfrog and the Youngest Bear with the Twin Bolt mission. Thank goodness he didn't hit check right there. Reap with the Hide. Oh, Tautau Vapors. What a great draw. Hologramophone. Tautau Vapors. Let's archive the Golem. Now that is a Saurian hand if I ever saw one. With the stuff in the archives, that would be a banger Saurian turn. And that's what this deck likes to do. It likes to archive up the huge Saurian turn and like just never call Saurian the whole game. I've had games where I just don't ever call Saurian. I just only ever use the Logos and this. I know. 10 card Saurian turn. The question is do I just play out the Saurian from my hand without the archives? Or like in an effort to like try and archive everything eventually? Or do we just have fun with it and archive and just like play a 10 card Saurian turn? Maybe we could just have fun with it. Scrap the challenge for this game, just have a fun time. Let's have a fun time, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, holy cow. I just burped. Yeah, I'll just take the archives. I'll just take the archives. This will be a fun turn. This will be a fun turn. 10 high power Saurian cards. Yeah, that's right. The most important thing, play fun KeyForge. And that is what we're doing right now. Behold. Behold. Actually, hold on a minute. Actually, behold. Let's go Odoak first. And then the Legionary. And ward the Odoak. Let's also put the Ludo by the Tri-Syrian Legionary and the Rudder Golem. Let's go City-State Interest into Ancient Power. Ward all those guys. We might as well, let's see here, Chant of Hubris. Let's move one from the Odoak onto the Chapman. We could stomp the heck out of that Chapman. Exalt, oh, I don't know. Odoak again, maybe? We could Tribute onto the Legionary. We don't need to exalt him. And I say, just for the sake of playing 10 Saurian cards, we'll also play the last Tribute. And there we have it. That was one satisfying turn. The stream has been fun. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear that people have been enjoying it. Glad to hear that you've been having a good time watching. Yeah, I've been having fun. That turn certainly made things fun, that's for sure. And then we could go Saurian again. Do a one-sided board wipe real quick. That's always fun. Just wipe all his dudes. Reap. 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 Don't need to exalt him. Throw down the Auto Legionary. Call it a day right there. I know, the Axiom too. Just to add insult to injury, let's do a one-sided board wipe. Dude, this is World's Clad Saurian at its best right here. Well, maybe not quite at its best. It's up there though. This is some fun World's Clad Saurian. All it's missing is stuff like the like Golden Spiral or Imperial Forge or something. If this deck had an Imperial Forge, that would be peak World's Clad Saurian right there. Alrighty. Oh wow, look at that. I have an Exhume. I can Exhume anything I want. I have my whole discard pile at my disposal. A Scientist creature? Destroy Scientist creature. I'm sad Cheloni is not a... Oh yeah, or 6 Semper. Oh yeah, if we had 6 Semper, that would be peak Saurian too. Let's see here. We could go dis right quick. Pop the ward on my dude. I'm just doing that for the Aember bonus. Could reap with the Nefru. Or, I mean, discard the Nefru, reap with the Infernus. Throw down the Eterome. And let's exhume... Let's exhume an Eddy. For the fun of it. Tax his keys a little bit. Make him forge out a full 7. And give him yet another thing to deal with. Wow, we just drew into Axiom and City State. And Tribute. That's pretty good. A Shrix and Imperial Forge for the Wombo combo? Yeah. 100%. 100%. Or like a Brachus or something. Holy cow. The Kerwallop. Where's his Cleansing Wave after that, man? There it is. And that's the game. Kerwallop anti-word tech. For real. Alrighty. So that was a very fun game. However, the challenge was failed. We did fail the challenge. We need to archive every single Saurian card in the house. Every single Saurian card in the deck. So I say we run it back and see if we can't accomplish our mission. Oh no, it's this guy again. Ah, gee. Oh, gee. Where's my deck? There it is. I played this guy 4 times already tonight. Alright, since I'm playing a different deck and I'm doing a little bit more fun of a challenge, I mean, we'll run it by this guy again. But I had to sit through 2 games against this guy, and he was using a triple control the weak deck. All I wanted to do was generate some Ember on a Mars turn, and he wouldn't let me. Maybe things will turn around a little bit. Unless this is the same triple control the weak deck. No, it's not, thank goodness. It does still have double Charette, double Miasma with a too much to protect. That's rather alarming. Urchin, Dodger, Carlo Phantom, Dust Up Ember Imp. We do have a Gateway to this triple Lost in the Woods. That's annoying. That's very annoying against a Saurian house like mine. Chota Hazard, Dust Pixie, double, and a Life Web. Huh. This will be an interesting matchup. Especially with me just trying to archive my Saurian house. As for this hand, I don't like it. We'll mulligan that. Toxin. I say no thank you to the Toxin. Play down Nefru and a Bornet. Got some more good disc stuff here. Eddy for some archiving action. Oh yeah, those Dust Pixies are tasty Infernus targets. Dang Ember Imp, man. Alright, let's go Dis. Again. He'll get Ember off of Ember Imp being destroyed, but that's fine. We'll Evil Eye. We'll Reap. And then purge something of his from the opponents. Let's see here. Chota Hazard, Dodger, Succubus, Fear, or Regrowth. I definitely think Chota Hazard is the worst of those cards. So we'll go Chota Hazard. And end turn. The Coda Rush over there does not beget a slow enough roll to archive all Saurians. We got that Chota out of here. It is gone. It is purged. There's a Dust Pixie. There's both Dust Pixies, in fact. Beautiful. Alright, let's go Saurian. Ah, see this? Oh, hold on a minute. See, this is the thing. Holy cow, my microphone. This is the thing. Is I would love to play this Saurian right now. Because it would take him off check. I'd be able to get rid of one of those Dust Pixies. Actually, no, I'll go Logos. Because I can archive something. I'll go Logos because I can stop him for now with Eddie. So let's do that. Archive. Stomp, I guess. And then throw it on the Vellum. And then, if he does take on my Eddie, then I'll have Saurian stuff to take him off check again. He also played a Ritual of the Hunt. What does that do again? Omni, sacrifice it. For the remainder of the turn, you may use friendly untamed creatures. Interesting. Oh, Witch of the Eye? Gee. I know, I'm getting way too many good rolls on the Saurian turn. Or on the Saurian hands for this challenge. It's like, I just want to play my Saurian hands. But the challenge is to archive all my Saurian stuff. This is pain, man. This is pain. This is pain. Honestly, I just might throw this challenge out the window and just do Saurian. Maybe I need a different. Maybe I need to choose a different deck for this. Maybe I need to choose a really bad deck with a house that's really bad, that I can just archive the really bad house away instead of this really good house. You know what I mean? Uno's graphics looking weird. I know, right? Uno has seen quite the upgrade. Alright, let's just go Saurian, whatever. I'll pick up the archives, why not? Might as well. Play Odoak to capture. Tricerian Legionary. And the Ward. Ludo, right over there. Rudder Golem, right over there. Stomp. Bop. Exalt him so then I could ward him with the Ancient Power. And call it a day. Tax the key. Tax the heck out of his key. Yeah, the current challenge is to archive all of one house. However, I'm just having way too much fun not archiving the house. So I think we might need to find a different deck to try and archive stuff with. Memory Chip is not to the rescue, actually. Instead, double Tautau Vapors, double Eddie, and Velman Hyde are to the rescue. The online draw 4. that'd be nice. That'd be nice. All right, so he just miasmed me, which is very rude of him to do. Needs more archiving. What could I exhume? Like just that one creature. Well, I'll go this, I suppose. Scientist's Bane? Is Dodger a scientist? No, unfortunately he is not. So I can play this for free. I'll just reap, why not? Throw it on the Bornit. And exhume the Vellum. Blah! Uno on the Xbox One. Holy cow. Gateway has been dropped. I do get to Forge finally, so that's exciting. I say we go Logos and put down some nice creatures. Some nice friendly creatures for him to deal with. Infernus is here to purge the heck out of those Dust Pixies. Or just the one. I don't know where the other one went. Must have got returned to hand or something. Or back in the deck maybe. Oh, the Carlo Phantom. Oh, Speed Sigil. Hold up. Speed Sigil has arrived. Speed sigil is here. Let's go dis. Binding irons. Throw down the Eterome. And I can reap to destroy the succubus. Very nice. And Infernus. The opponent's crab. Get this miasma out of my face, and that dust pixie out of my face. Thank you. And we'll call it a day. Oh, look at that Logos. Look at that Logos draw. The double Tau Vapors. And we still have the Quant and the Haps out on the board. I don't know what he's going to do with my board. But we still got those double Tau Vapors. That's gorgeous. Also, the challenge is impossible now. He did purge my Red Golem. Ooh, Witch of the Eye with the speed sigil? That is rude. Rude. Put Lost in the Woods back in their hand? Dang. So much for my Logos board. What are you gonna do? OP! OP. 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 Alright, we'll go Logos. We shall archive a tribute. Tau Vapors. We shall archive another tribute. He'll get to forge, but that's okay. That is a-okay. I am fine with that. Oh, I forgot that this guy enters play ready. We'll reap then. Oh wow, look at that. Reap. Oh, look at that. Put the Quant back out there. He shuffled 2 Logos creatures back in. And I just put 2 of them back out. Oh, Fear, come on now, man. Stop ruining my day. Please. I got some more good Logo stuff out here, though. See, with the Speed Sigil, I could just play Quant out, and I could just reap with it. Just like that. Okay. We'll go Logos. Again. We will not pick up the archives. We can reap with the Vellum, or the Hide, I mean. To draw a card. Oh, what a draw. Actually, it's not that great of a draw, but it's okay. Throw down the Quant. Reap with the Quant. Oh no, hold on a minute. He has too much to protect. He does have too much to protect. He has 13 cards left in the draw pile. However, if he does too much to protect me, I do have 2 tributes in the archives. So, I mean, I could capture 8 of it back. So I say we risk it for the biscuit. You know what I mean? I say we risk it for the biscuit. So that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Damage my own dudes for no reason. And ward the Eddy. Wow, I just drew 2 more Logos cards. That's amazing. So now, and I got the City State Interest. Alright, I've got answers to this too much to protect, man. I've got answers. This darn Witch of the Eye keeps ruining me. Not ruining me. Keeps throwing a wrench in the works, you know what I mean? Lost in the Woods again. Could you like put my Infernus back in or something? You know, like that'd be nice. That'd be ideal. What did you just do? Okay. Let's go. Let's see, his gateway is gone. And stuff. Which is nice. I say we go Logos. But let's not pick up. Or let's not play the other Eddy. Instead, let's do something a little different. I will reap with the Eddy. Oh, he stole with Life Web? I didn't even notice that. Ward the Eddy. Reap to play the city-state interest. Like so. Play down Apsis. Reap. So now he'll probably have his too much to protect. Wow, even more logos. Now he'll probably draw in, he probably has his TMTP. Yeah, here's his TMTP. So good. That's out of the equation now. That's out of the question. I still have answers for it. And I get to forge. So we will go logos again. I still don't want my archives. What I would like to do is I would like to play out the hide first so I can draw a card. Reap to draw. Quantum Finger Trap. I'll just reap. We could play Chant of Hubris. Move an Aember somewhere. Maybe like off the Infernus. And to the hide instead. Perhaps. Potentially. Hologramophone. This Quant here. Reap with this Quant. I'm not going to play the Axiom, obviously. Reap with the Eddy. Reap with the Hapsis. Call it a day. Oh, hold on a minute. Wow. That was incredible. I'm officially the best KeyForge player on the planet. I forgot to play down my second Eddy. Alrighty. Well. Alrighty. So I think what I need to do is I need to find a deck that's not so fun to attempt this challenge with. A deck that is let me think here. A deck where I can just archive one house away. That is just like a really bad house. A house that I wouldn't really want to play that much, you know? I don't know if I really have any decks like that, or decks that like have the capability to like do that, you know what I mean? I must say that was a pretty hilarious loss though. I can't believe I forgot to play my second Eddy. That's really funny. I was so ready to win that game as well. I was like, wow, I have all the answers. I have this great logos. I have the second Eddy. I have double tribute in the archives. And then I just don't play the second Eddy. Well, great. This is why I am hailed as one of the greatest KeyForge players in the world. Not because I'm good at the game, but because I'm so merciful to my opponents. Everybody's just like, wow, Aembermedes, he's so amazing. He's so good at this game. But it's just because he's so merciful. He's just filled with mercy towards his opponents. He gives them grace. He lets them win. That's what I was doing. I was just displaying my mercy. That's all. In fact, I did not actually forget to play that second Eddy. I was just giving that guy a chance. You know? Anyway. Anyway. Let's see if we can't find a different deck here. A deck that has a house that I just want archived away that I never want to have to deal with again. Actually, I feel like I have a deck that might be able to do that. It's another Worlds Collide deck. Let me see here. It is this one. Has a decent amount of archiving. Not a lot though. It has the two Eddies. I want to see you try to get 10 plus Aember from a single reap. Holy heck. Wow, now that would be a challenge. How would one go about doing that? That's the real question. You'd have to like stack. Oh, I guess if you got enough armor on like Urian the Circumspect or something, that'd be one way to do it. But man, how else would you be able to do that? There would have to be abilities that you could like stack some reaps. What cards that you do that? I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure. I'll have to add that to the challenge list though. Getting 10 or more Ember from a single reap, that'd be tough. I'd have to look through my decks to see what I even have that could even come close to doing that. Okay, you know what? This is actually what we're gonna do. I think we're just gonna play one more game. Just one more fun game. And then call it a night. I've been challenging myself too much tonight. Let's play something fun. One final game. Oh yeah, specifically Urian, yeah. Yeah, Urian I think would probably be the best bet for that. I don't even know what else there would be. Alright. We'll hit up one final game in the casual queue. And I know just the deck that I want to play. Gorand the Correctly Mysterious. This deck is so much fun. It's one of my favorite decks. And it has lots of fun, neat stuff going for it. So, coming off an embarrassing loss, let's just have some fun. I don't really like that Ames. So this deck has library access with Time Traveler and 2 phase shifts, along with an Ether Spider, Biomatrix Backup, also Control the Weak, Jumble, Ember and Flame Wreathed. All sorts of really cool stuff. Alrighty. Let's go this. Throw down a Dominator Bauble to start. What's this guy playing? An AoE deck. Holy cow. Has a Gangernaut combo. A couple Tremors. 3 Titan Librarians. See, now this is the sort of archiving I need for that other challenge. Double Charette, double Dust Imp, Ancient Yurk, Schuler. Some other cool Brobnar stuff. Redacted, that's kind of scary. Interdimensional Graft. I say let's go Mars. Get that Ether Spider out nice and early. What did I pledge on the Game Found? So what I did I think it's called Breaker of Keys. It's the second highest level. So I went with the Breaker of Keys pledge, and then I added on a couple other things that I really wanted. Specifically, the thing I wanted the most was the collector set, like the entire card set, the entire card pool collector set thing. I added that on. But yeah, so Breaker of Keys with that, all that stuff. Oh, that's what you did too? Nice. That's cool. Yeah, I'm excited that Breaker of Keys and then, or like Breaker of Chains maybe it's called? Whatever that second highest level is, and then the highest level. I really like that those 2 levels get the 3rd KeyForge adventure just like as one of the rewards. Or just as like one of the default things for doing that pledge. So you don't have to like add it on or anything. So that's exciting. Alright, let's go Dis. I would like to unstun my man here. Throw down the Shaffles. And put Flame Wreathed on the person. On the Ether Spider. Plan to make a cube with the Collector's deck. Okay. Yeah, that'd be an interesting use of it. That'd actually be really cool. I've heard people talk about that, potentially doing a cube with the Collector set like that, since it's just one of every card. The reason I'm getting it is because I'm also trying to collect 1 copy of every single card in the entire game throughout all these past 5 sets, and I already have like 4 binders full of cards, like all of these things right here. Like I've been working on trying to collect every single card. Like as you can see, I've got a lot of them. So when I saw that there was a collector set coming out, I was like, dang, that is perfect. That is just what I want. So I don't have to buy like 100 Winds of Exchange decks and like take them all apart and then buy even more binders and everything. I can just have it all in one for 60 bucks. That's really cool. Am I gonna stream some adventures? I would like to. If I could figure out how to get that set up, if I could like figure out a stream setup to be able to do that, I would love to. I would just need to work out like camera placements and like desk space and everything to be able to do that, but I think that'd be really neat. I know that Ketzer, aren't you planning on getting into like some content creation yourself? Like, are you gonna stream some adventures at any point, or were you gonna? When are you gonna start doing stuff? You know what I mean? Like streaming or making YouTube content or whatever. Because I think you expressed interest, or at least a lot of art stuff. I think you wanted to do some art stuff or something, which you've already been doing some of that, and it's been super cool. But even more so, I wonder when you'll do that. Also, we are getting slammed by the Gangernaut combo at the moment. Ketzer, I do know that you put out that one video about the KeyForge adventures from Gen Con. You like brought one of those decks or whatever, or like one of the KeyForge adventure Rise of the Kurakin adventure decks. And I saw that you analyzed that and like looked through all the cards and everything, and that was super cool. It was a really good coverage of that stuff. Still working on the camera and clearing the space and everything. Okay, yeah, it's quite the project, that's for sure. Alrighty, so let's go hit up those guys. Ganymede Archivist, Dexter, phase shift into the Stealer of Souls, and we'll just save the lab work for later. Oh, let's go. There's library access. Yeah, that unboxing video is super cool. Because I, and obviously like over 600 others, were wondering what those were going to be like. So I thought it was super cool that somebody actually got their hands on that and did an opening and posted that to YouTube. That was super cool. Definitely looks like something I would like to get my own hands on. This director of ZYX, man, driving me nuts. Things have been hectic on my end, to say the least. I've been very busy, and there's thankfully a lot of wonderful KeyForge stuff to distract me. Oh yeah. Yep, it's all about just whenever you can get the time. You know what I mean? And it's like, thankfully, my work schedule is like very flexible and everything. And there's numerous occasions where I just like will randomly have multiple days off in a row. So I usually have to navigate my time a little bit. But I usually have plenty of time to do stuff. It's just, for me, mostly, it's just motivating myself to actually make stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I have so many ideas and stuff that I would love to, like, get out. Like, I have so many video ideas, so many stream ideas. But for me, it's just actually doing it. Actually doing it. Alright, so we have a big old library access turn here that we can do. Reap with the Ganymede Archivist. I would like to archive that. Throw down a Chaos Portal. Come on, Time Traveler. No. Come on, Time Traveler. No. Come on, no. Come on, Time Traveler. Not Bat Drone, Time Traveler. Dang it, we didn't get the Time Traveler. Oh well. That's still a fun turn though. And we got some good stuff in the archives. An Ember Imp and a Control the Weak. Got a nice disc turn lined up here. I can say that I'm working quietly in the background on some exciting things, so keep an eye out. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Alright, they're going dis. Alright, so the only thing that this deck lacks is board control. This deck does lack board control. So if I start falling behind on board, then it's hard for me to come back from that. But if I can like maintain sort of a board of my own and start doing my own thing, then this deck can thrive. As of right now, like neither of us are even generating any Aember. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. Also, these Dexters can get very annoying to deal with as well. Alright, I say we go dis and pick up the archives. Throw down a Lash. We should take out this Charette, I think. Throw down an Ember Imp and a Succubus and a Snudge. We could Dominator Bauble to reap with the Ganymede Archivist and archive the Deep Probe and control the weak into... I don't even know. What has this guy been doing? Maybe into Brobnar. I feel like a lot of his Brobnar stuff is gone now. And at least that'll keep him out of his disboard. Of course, my Time Traveler and HFFS come at the same time. Naturally. Ooh, take that, Smarty Pants. I'm glad I did not have more than 3 Logos cards out, or more than 2, I mean. Oh, the Coward's End. That is rude. Dang. Bro, Pile of Skulls is busted. Pile of Skulls is OP. Where did I place that on my artifact tier list? Where exactly did I place Pile of Skulls? Because wherever I put it, I think it needs to be higher. Alright, let's go Logos. We will play Time Traveler. Let's see, what do I have coming up here? Lots of Mars stuff. So let's Chaos Portal for Mars. Oh. Jeez. Chaos Portal into a Phosphorus Stars, what the heck? Throw down the Eddy. And the Eddy. And save the Help from Future Self for later, I guess. Man, I still cannot believe that I forgot to play that Eddy. I still cannot believe I forgot to play the Eddy. I don't know what went through my brain that told me, hey, you know, you don't need to play that Eddy. His keys cost enough. Jeez. Heading to bed. Good luck on this game. Great stream as always. Keep up the great KeyForge content. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by the stream. It was great to have you. Yeah, it was great being able to chat and having you in the stream. So thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Alrighty, we could go Mars. I'll pick up the archives. I haven't been paying like super close attention to this game, so I don't really know what to deep probe for. Probably not Logos, obviously. A lot of his disc creatures are gone already. A lot of his Brobnar creatures are gone. I don't think I'm going to be hitting much with this. We could just go... At the very least, we will get to see his hand. Yeah, I don't know. We can just go dis maybe. Nice. Nice, nice. He lost the Yerk. He has an interdimensional graft in hand. Okay. But yeah, had I played down that Eddie. No. Okay. I just need to move on from the last game. But wow. That game was mine to win. That game was mine to win. At least we did get to see that deck in action, though. You know, that deck... You guys at least got to see some of the cooler things that deck can do. So it wasn't all a complete loss. This game is dragging forever, by the way. He's on his first Key4 Ember. I haven't even forged yet. This is crazy. What is going on? These Logos creatures are kind of killing me. All the archiving and everything. Oh yes, my time traveler is gone. Stored away safely, happily in the archives. And that's crazy. Look at that. The 10 power Project ZYX researcher who has the rocket boots on him for the fight reap, double fight reap or double reap or something. That's insane. Alright, let's go Logos and pick up the archives. I'll play down Time Traveler. Oh, this is cool. Reap a couple times here. I think what I might do, actually, is I might phase shift into an orbital bombardment. So I'll get to deal 4 damage total. I think 2 of those damage I'll actually hit on the Time Traveler, and the other 2 on this Yerk, since there's so much Ember on him. And then I can help from Future Self again into the Time Traveler. Play down Time Traveler again. Draw into another phase shift. Oh, we have 19 cards in the draw. So maybe let's try and hit like a discard with this. Oh my goodness. I just chaos portaled into Control the Weak. That's crazy. Wow, what do I do with that? We could put him into Brobnar again. Let's do that. And then phase shifts. And stop his key with the Grabber Jammer. That was a beautiful turn. That was a beautiful turn. That makes up for me not playing the Eddie last game, in my opinion. Yep, I'd say that makes up for me not playing Eddie. It doesn't really. But I'm just going to tell myself that to make myself feel better about it. He exhausts Calfine to remove the stun. Dexter perishes in a fight with the Flamic Shaman. Dies in a great ball of fire. Then those Titan Librarians doing their work. Alright, I finally get to freaking forge. Finally. We could go Dis and Drumble. Drumble his key away. You know what I'm saying? I say we do that. Let's go Dis. Unstun. Throw down Snudge. And Drumble. Mind Barb. He lost his Titan Mechanic. Okay. That's interesting. And then we could use Tunk to fight something off the board here. Let's Dominator Bobble the Tunk. It'd probably be smarter to fight maybe like a Titan Librarian so he stops archiving things. But honestly, I just want my Ember. So I'm going to do that. Flash of Broken Dreams. And done. Yeah, it is like Dinobot's bot booked and play. I watched that. That was a really cool turn. I wish I had like actually been in the stream to watch that happen like live. That was a very cool play. Alrighty, they are going Logos. Definitely will be taking care of that Drumble. Oh my gosh, another ZYX Researcher. Exceptional. Dude, Pile of Skulls. That's crazy. Where did I rate Pile of Skulls? That's just insane. Absolutely, positively insane. Pile of Skulls. MVP. S tier. A tier. It was probably one of those 2 tiers that I put it in. And it's each time an enemy creature is destroyed. That's like, so you can get like multiple captures. I mean, like we've seen in this game already, you can get multiple captures with that. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, the interdimensional graft. They got that back. They got back the IG, the big IG, the big Instagram. Sheesh. Well, he'll be getting a lot of my Ember. I can at least tax his second key with the Lash afterwards, after he takes all of my Ember. Yeah, this guy's Logos suite is actually pretty cool. Like he actually has a lot of cool stuff in here. All right, enjoy my Ember. Enjoy my Ember. I guess we should probably go Dis. We have to tax that key. We've got to. We could Stealer of Souls into something. Maybe, yeah, okay. We could Stealer of Souls, the Titan, Librarian, Reap, Calfine, Succubus, Dominate a Bubble, maybe Reap with the Grabber Jammer to capture one. Make things at least just a little harder for him. Just a little harder. Oh, okay, he does have to forge at 10. That's an expensive key. Yeah, maybe once this is over. There's a stream to watch. Oh my goodness. Oh. This has been a long stream. 2.5 hours. I don't know how I survived that 6-hour stream from last month for the first KFPL event. I don't know how I managed that. That was like 3 times as long as this stream. Alright, they're going Logos yet again. No surprise there. I do not know if I'll be able to stop his next key. Why do keys cost 7? Oh yeah, Grabber Jammer. So Grabber Jammer would be helpful. I've got a Dexter that can capture 1. Lash of Broken Dreams to increase key cost by 3. So I've got a couple small options. Lash would not be ideal. Dexter only captures 1. Okay, cool. He did not go into check, thankfully. What can I do to get the most possible Ember? Probably like Mars or something. I could get a couple Ember. Yeah, that was an incredible day. An incredible day of KeyForge, for real. Yeah, those matches, that gameplay was incredible. It was definitely worth it. I was glad to be able to watch and commentate over all of that KeyForge. Let's go Mars, I suppose. I'll be able to get some Ember off of this. Reap. Biomatrix back up on the Grabber Jammer, maybe. And honestly, just to keep him from utilizing his board, I'm going to play the Phosphorus Stars. Just so he can't use his board and generate even more Ember on his next turn. That's like all I can do. All I've got, once again, is the Dexter and the Lash. Lash wouldn't hurt quite so much now that I have an Ember Imp to play. Oh, they're going Disc with the Archives. Oh, that's kind of scary. That's concerning. That's very concerning. Oh, Dust Imp. Not good. Not what I like to see. Yerk. Oh, I wondered if he was going to play that charrette. Turns out he still had it. He had the charrette. Wow. That was a disc turn. Look at all those Yerks. Two Yerks and an ancient Yerk? That's crazy. That is some cycling right there. That is some cycling. Okay, let me think here. So he still didn't go into check even after all that. So we could go Logos. Is there anything that I could Chaos Portal into that would be helpful? Either Spider would be awesome to be able to Chaos Portal into right now. Let's just go Logos and hope for the best. We could lab work the Ember Imp. Remove that stun. Remove that stun. Play the Dexter. Play the Bat Drone. Maybe. There we go. Play the Bat Drone. Chaos Portal. Let's hope for a good Mars card here. Orbital Bombardment. It did get me an extra Ember, but that was it. Oh, Ether Spider is here. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. See, probably what's going to happen, though, is he's just going to call Dis and Reap out. And I don't think I'd be able to stop that. If only I had Chaos Portaled into Ether Spider instead of Orbital Bombardment, that would have been incredible. Soon. Hello. Welcome to the stream. KeyForge Live. Heck yeah. Glad to have you in here. This is the last match of the night. So once we finish up here, we'll be done, but it's been quite the stream. Full of ups. Full of a couple downs. Not full of downs. There were more ups than downs this stream, I would say. Only one critical mistake. I tend to have one critical mistake per stream. So that did happen, but we also did crush a challenge first try. It's been a good stream. I sort of ended up just throwing that challenge idea out the window like halfway through, but it's still been a good time. I'll probably do another stream at some point where we do more challenges. Alright, so they are doing a whole lot more fighting with their Dis lineup than I thought they would. Which I don't mind. Gives me more of a chance to hopefully like stop his key. Oh man. I think I might just be one Ember short from stopping him. It's been a fun stream. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that you've enjoyed it, Ketzer. I'm glad to hear that. I've had a fun time. I'm happy to hear that you've enjoyed it, even through the critical mistakes and the failures. But you know how it is. That's just part of KeyForge. So I'm glad you've been enjoying. Alright, so I think this is our best bet. Ember Imp's not gonna help. Oh man, I'm gonna be just one Ember short, aren't I? I'm gonna be one Ember short. Again, 3 fates. Yeah, that's fine. I can knock these people out. That's okay. I can remove the stuns. I can play an Ember Imp. I can put a Flame Wreath on the Ember Imp. I can play Shaffles. Dominator Bauble to Reap with a Dexter. And Lash. But even after all that, I will be 1 short. Wow. What a game. That was a very long game. That first key, like, really just dragged like crazy. But I still had a good time. I love this deck. It's a lot of fun to play. Even though it can get kind of like slow and grindy sometimes, it's still a lot of fun. Lots of fun cards in there. Alrighty. But I think we'll call it there. Thanks to everybody who tuned into the stream, gave it a watch, gave it a like, and just stopped by, watch some KeyForge. I'll probably do another stream doing some more challenges and stuff at some point. I've got some other stream ideas. I'm debating whether or not to stream my tournament run on Saturday for the Reaper of Ember thing. So we'll see about that. But be sure to tune in to my channel tomorrow for the exclusive Winds of Exchange spoilers that Ghost Galaxy has so kindly given to me to spoil to you guys. Obviously I'll be promoting it on Discord, Instagram, all over the place like I usually do. But yeah, be sure to stop in. It's gonna be, you guys are gonna like these spoilers. They're really cool. But yeah, absolutely glad to be able to stream. Glad y'all enjoyed. But for now, I think we'll call it a night. So yeah, I can't wait to see y'all again in the next one. See you later.